I've been doing things online for quite a long time, producing content, and you might be considering a career in content production as well, online content production, whether you're doing videos on YouTube live or pre-recorded or edited, however you care to do them. You may be thinking about doing some kind of podcast, some kind of episodic show. There are many of you out there, and I'm very happy to say that. I'm glad I'm not the only one producing content. It would be an awfully lonely world if I was the only one doing things that I do. Because there's room for other content producers. Doesn't mean that it's going to be easy for you to gain traction, even if your content is amazing. So, we are asked frequently how to do what it is that we do in podcasting, in content production, in doing web shows. If you want to do a show online, media, video, audio, you want to do something and get it out there, we have got a webinar for you. It's our Wednesday webinar, and the title is What to Consider Before Starting a Web Show. So you may just be at the very beginning, formulating ideas, trying to figure out what do you do next. Let us help you get started. And let's say you've already started a web show or a series of web shows. Some of the advice that we have to offer could still be valuable to you. And even though it's going to be happening tomorrow, live, for all the registered Nomies, the Wednesday webinar, it will be recorded, just like we do all our other webinars. And so you, at any point in the future, even if you're thinking right now, well, Chris, I don't want to do a web show, maybe a month from now, maybe a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, you're thinking, I think I want to do a web show. I want to do a show online, audio, video, something. What do I need to do to get started? Well, you can start with a webinar. We will be recording it so you can watch it again and again and again and again and again and again. So you can either watch it live tomorrow or watch it after the fact if you want to do something like I do. And it's not as simple as flicking a switch and then you're recording it and putting it online. There's a lot that you might have to consider, or certainly want to consider before you start down that path of production. We've definitely got a lot of experience. We were doing podcasting before iTunes supported it, that's for sure. We were into video long before YouTube was around. We've got some experience coming into this thing. Matt Ryan will be leading it, and Matt came to us after discovering some of the stuff that I was doing on Ustream at live.perillo.com on a regular basis. He was working for another company doing audio production. He welcomed the opportunity to work with Lockernome, and I think it's been a good decision for him. He hasn't left yet. I'm not trying to push him out either. He's been an amazing asset in terms of our production process. So we're going to be sharing my intelligence, his intelligence, and potentially your intelligence in the Wednesday webinar. If you're looking for what's the number one tip you could give me, Chris, and I'm saying to you, as if you were asking me the question, my number one tip is just do it. And that's not just sign up for Nomies. Yes, do that. It's just do it. Don't sit and wait for a perfect storm. Start producing. Try and see what works. And if it doesn't work, try something different. Keep rolling forward. But the bottom line is you got to start. You got to do something. You do anything to get it out there. So long as you're not being, I would say, destructive. You would never want to build a brand, based on slagging other people or doing any kind of personal attacks. That's the wrong way to build your brand. That will lose a lot of respect from a lot of people before you even have a chance to gain their respect. Just do something. Do something good. Do something that hasn't been done before. Do something that surfaces your voice, things that you want to do. We'll fill in so many more finer points tomorrow night, live during the Wednesday webinar. We do one, as it's called a Wednesday webinar, we do one every Wednesday, or at least we plan on doing that in conjunction with the Nomies subscription service. And if you have not joined Nomies.com, you might think about it. If not now, then maybe after you've seen this particular video teaser telling you we're going to be talking more about web show production tomorrow. No time like the present to join us for a lot more business intelligence.